Oh, and definitely stick around because it's a new week and also a brand new chance for you to nominate a special Ouma in your life as the official Expresso Ouma of the week. Now, our Oumas bring so much wisdom, they bring a lot of joy and wholesome love into our lives, and we want to honor them loud and proud. So I'm going to invite the gents to come and join me for a cup of coffee, have a yummy Ouma to enjoy. G-Man, I'm so glad you brought your own coffee because Ewan, we've got a cup of coffee ready for you.
Thank you. Like I was spoiled this morning.
Coffee ready, yeah.
Do you guys always drink your coffee black?
Yep, always.
Well, now I kind of have to because he's all like, oh, no, I always drink it black. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll drink my black all the time. No, I'll have with both. I'm not judgy when it comes to coffee.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee
Well,
snob.
listen, as children, we feel our grandparents' love, but sometimes their wisdom can be a little lost on us. Now, as an adult, what is that one thing you'd love to sit down and ask them if you had the chance to do so?
Gee whiz, you're going to take it there.
We're taking a trip down memory lane.
This is, it's difficult because when you're young and you spend time with your grandparents, right? I mean, it's just, I'm with Opa and Ouma, you're having a fun time. But my grandma passed away December last year, and, we were just going through some of this stuff, and I had no idea. She was an incredible poet. And she had books of poems, and the way she wrote about her primary school experiences from a very young age, and how she grew up and how she remembers walking into the school and smelling the specific type of flowers. Those kind of things. I would love to now be able to sit down and just have a discussion and just tell me about your life, because it's something that as youngsters you don't really think about or do. Buddy. That's what I would love.
Oh.
Completely. I mean, this is going to probably get a little bit emotional, but I had a bit of a gut check moment when my grandmother passed, and she was a very difficult person. And I think as a result, I was one of the few, because she absolutely adored me, so I was one of the few that could have kind of cracked that code. But when she passed, I did a deep dive into her social set, and just to make sure that her friends at the retirement village where she was staying were okay, and then spoke to a friend of my grandfather's and started to find out parts of their life that I had no clue, i.e. when they were young, when my grandfather was making silly mistakes, bought a hotel with a mate of his that no one else in the family knew about.
Oh, wow.
Bombed out completely. No one knew. And I always saw him as this bastion of solid morals, and he had it together, and he was the patriarch of the family. And I was like, wow, so he messed up as well. He lived a life, he went on adventures, he made stupid choices with his best mates, like every other guy does. And I loved the fact it just showed me that he also went through that life path, those challenges that we face. And I just would love to have sat down with him as a man to first ask how I'm doing, and to ask him what was the key to picking yourself back up and maintaining being that guy for everyone else in the family, which is amazing. And he made mistakes, and he found a way back, and I'd love to know what that looked like for him, man.
Oh, if only we can turn back time and have those precious moments with our grandparents. But if you are still blessed to have your Ouma and your Opa in your life, then why don't you take this opportunity to reach out to them and learn from their years of wisdom? Better yet, why don't you share your love and appreciation with them? Now, if you have an Ouma that has had a massive impact on your life, then nominate her for the Expresso Ouma of the Week. We would love to celebrate with you and your Ouma, and send us your special message using hashtag Ouma of the Week, and we might give her the biggest shout out live on your Feel Good Breakfast show. This will definitely make her day, so we would love to hear from you. And most importantly, if you have your grandparents with you, please cherish every single moment.
For sure.
Phone them now. Phone them right now, in fact.
There is more in every dip with Ouma RUSKS.